Hello everybody, my name is Jacob, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. We gotta go right now. We gotta go right quick, very fast, because this could potentially be the last episode of Outer Wilds. Do I think it actually will be? Possibly. Who knows? But first things first, we gotta move fast. We gotta head to the Hourglass Twins right now. And the reason we have to head there is because we need to get to that facility, the one that's all about, like, the one that teleports us to the sun station. We need to get there as quickly as possible, so that we can actually get inside before the, all the sand starts to fade away and it makes it infinitely more difficult. Stay on target, stay on target, stay on target. I mean, not our worst landing, if I'm being honest. Not our best, not our worst. Again, with the headlights. Something I didn't even know that we had. Okay. Okay, so that's where it's gonna start, which means that I need to stay basically following it, because yeah, around the equator is, I believe they've said like 400,000 times, that's where it is around the equator. I'm gonna stop adjust my mic real quick. This could be it. This could be obviously huge. But it's kind of wild to me to think that a game like this would even have an ending. Like, it obviously does. It obviously does. Is this it? Obviously it would have an ending because all games have to have an ending of some kind. But at the same time, there's so much to this game that's just all exploration that the idea that it would have a ending point is kind of crazy to me, just because it feels, I don't know, it just feels like something that can't end, that like has limitless potential and limitless ways that it can go. And so the fact that there would be an ending at all in any way is kind of something that I'm just like, no. Like, my brain won't accept it. Which is interesting and fine. Because everything has to come to an end. Everything has to have an end. The ending of this game, whatever it may be, won't be as satisfying unless there is an end period. Okay, I'm 99% sure this is the one, unless I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. Shit. Is this door broken? This door is broken, so this is the one. Okay, just need to get around the other side. Yeah, ship is all the way up there now. That's fine, we kind of knew that, kind of expected that. Because even though I now know that I can get through there if I am careful enough without walking on the sand, it's still the easiest way to do it, so therefore I would like to make it happen. The other big thing that we're going to run into, and one of the reasons why I'm not 100% sure this is going to be the last episode, is because I have to find where the warp core is. I have no idea where to begin with that. Wait. Wait. Wait, how do I... How do I do it? How do I make it happen? I don't even know how it happened. Straight up don't know. Don't care, don't know, don't how. Gotta figure out what the warp core looks like and make it back. The making it back part, I'm honestly more concerned about than anything. Okay, none of those. Another statue, though. Wait, is it... I can't remember if I grabbed something in here. Because I think I might have, but I also wouldn't be surprised if I didn't. Ash Twin Projection Stone. Wait a minute. What if it's not there? What if that's not where the warp core is? What if the warp core is there, where all those statues are? I don't know where that is, and I don't even know where I would begin to find it. But I'm sure I can try. Come on, get me up there. Yes. Success. And I don't even know how to get back, but I'm gonna try. I don't even know how I... Does it have to be with some momentum? Okay, there we go. We're out, we're out, we're out. Gotta find where the Ash Twin is, though. Where the Ash Twin place is. Yeah, I need more fuel. That's the priority for me. Take me away. Secret place. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Didn't hurt too bad. Oh, fuck off. At least we didn't get anything yet. We didn't get the warp core yet, so we're not, like, gonna miss anything. But man, that just felt like insult to injury. That felt rough. That felt very, very rough. Let's go. I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I never noticed it before. Or was that the first time that's appeared? That was the moon. That was the quantum moon. Was it the first time that's appeared? Or has that always been there? I can't believe I never noticed that before. I don't even know how to begin to get there. I don't even know if I need to get there. But the fact that I saw it all is wild to me. Align flight trajectory. Let's go, baby. I'll take it from here. I like to fly solo. Man, there's so many wonderful little quality of life things that they put in this game to make sure that it's just the best possible thing for everyone involved. Ow. Hey, remember how I said it was a lot of cool things they put in? Sorry, autopilot. Sorry, guys. Is that everything? Seems like everything. Okay. Probe tracking module. The orbital probe cannon has launched millions of probes. 9,318,000 and 54th probe located a deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe. The probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project. I found no my coordinates marking the location of the eye of the universe. I passed the electrical barrier. Okay. Where's the Ash Twin project? Anglerfish Ash Twin Towers. Several large number of the White Hole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. So that leads me to believe that the Ash Twin project is, well, I'm an idiot, not on the Ember Twin, but on the Ash Twin. Ow. Where is it? Here it is. But still, I don't know where to even begin with finding this. I don't know where to begin. First off, though, I am going to land over here because it seems like this area tends to be safe from being sucked up with sand. And I think I'm just going to wander this place for a little bit and see what I can find. And if I find anything interesting, I'll let you guys know, but I'm going to go ahead and fast forward past all this. Since this is, what, the fifth, sixth time we've been to this planet? I don't know. But I'll see you guys in a bit. Gonna jump ahead now.
One long, angry line later.
Yo. Yo. Have I ever... I haven't ever gone through these, have I? How do I even get these things to work, though? Is it like... Oh, shit. Woo! Woo! What the fuck? Holy my... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, they have to be above each other! Oh, shit. 8 minutes, 5 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Masks receiving... This is where the loop... This is where they keep track of all the loops, because probe tracking module, Giant's Deep memory statue, Timber Hearth memory statue, those are where I was. 14 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Holy shit. Okay, and yeah, this is where the... Oh my god. Today we finished the excavation of the Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin Project, powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eye on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab, I can still hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis was true. Pokey just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis: it was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis: the cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is, we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I am no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which in turn will supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon to launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. This is easier expressed than accomplished. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer. Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system and we are anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained. So, oh my god, a lot of information there, just... So, they knew that based on these statues and what they built with the Ash Twin project, which is where I currently am, the Nomai knew that there was a way to not only send information backwards in time, but to allow that information to be sent backwards so that the orbital probe cannon can fire, giving them enough power to fire it, and giving them a way to send that information back in time to like, hey, we know you haven't fired the probe yet, but you have in the future, and here's where this is, and here's where this is. To do that, though, they had to force the sun to explode. However, that then means that anyone who interacts with one of those statues is immediately then put in the loop. Hence the reason why I was put in the loop and why Gabbro was put in the loop. And they all left here to explore that asteroid, which is where one of the ships is stuck permanently, because I saw that. And this happened so far back in time that the actual supernova of our sun, apropos of just it being old, was enough to cause it, which is absolutely buck wild insane to me. Giant's Deep Projection Stone, Timber Hearth Projection Stone, Brittle Hollow Projection Stone. I have good news, Yara. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the center chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished. If my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Pokey's only nervous. The core is extraordinary and her design work is beautifully clever. Why are some of these purple and some of these orange? Or the purple ones... Okay. Purple ones are coming from here, and the orange ones are coming from... My gratitude for the latest shipment, you know. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Raimi and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. That's from Timber Hearth. That's my home. Oh my god. So much information is being gained. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know these statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Okay, hold on. "13 minutes until end of cycle transmission." I'm exploring all of this right now because I know that I'm probably not going to have enough time. You are about to activate the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Holy shit. Artificial gravity control is on, but if I turn it off... Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Holy shit. This is it. Okay. We need to restart the loop. I need to die because I don't have confidence in my own ability to remove this and to get to not Brittle Hollow, Dark Bramble in time. Especially given the fact that I gotta put these really confusing coordinates in. So, here's what I will do. Reactivate the gravity just so it's easier for me to get out. This is, without a doubt, the most wild revelation that there possibly could be. I've learned a lot. Where does this one go? I want to learn where this one goes. So, and I'm also guessing... What was that blue light that just happened? I'm also guessing that the only way these actually activate is when the Ember Twin is above the Ash Twin, because number one, that's how it happened there, and number two, it'll always be above it in the core, because it's the center of the planet, so of course it will always be above it. So I want to see what's in here, and then based on that, there might be more to explore, and if there's not, then I'll just purposely die and restart the loop. Oh my god, it's here. Return warp status charge. Step on the warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Departure time, arrival time. Holy shit. Mother of God, this game just took... It just went in every single direction I never could have predicted. So let's check our notes. The hollowed-out chamber inside Ash Twin. The energy cables from the surface are plugging into a protective casing at the center of the planet. There are 8 monoliths with no masks attached. 3 of the masks are actively receiving data from the probe tracking module, Giant's Deep and Timberhearth, respectively. The Ash Twin project was designed to use the energy from a supernova, triggered by the Sun Station, to send probe data from the orbital probe cannon 22 minutes into the past. The Sun Station did not work. Although the Ash Twin project was theoretically sound, the Nomai were unable to power it. There's an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. The other thing that scares me... Granted, the whole point of this game is you can complete it all in one go. For example, once I know what to do, I could just boot the game up with a fresh save and just go. The scary thing is, once I remove that core, it's telling me that that's it. That it will disable the Ash Twin project, which is what is keeping... The Ash Twin project is the thing sending information back. We know that for a fact. So... yeah. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make an executive decision. We are going to go back to Timberhearth to explore that little crater that I didn't know what it was, and then we're going to go to Dark Bramble, and we're going to see if we can find the source of that distress signal. And then, in the next episode, we will come back, we will get that warp core, and we'll have a big, fancy finale. Obviously, if it doesn't take me that long to get the warp core, to go to Dark Bramble, all that stuff, then we'll go ahead and make it one episode. Just lumped into the end of this one. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Take off, please. Take off. I want to head over this way. I want to head to... yeah, this crater. Holy shit! Wait a minute. This is why... oh my god. Hey, old hatchling. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours in Space Day. What are you still doing here? Maybe I saw something crash over the horizon and I did like what I was seeing in the pictures. My little scout was standing back, so I thought I'd come over here myself, take a look. So it crashed. I don't know what it is exactly. Looks like some sort of plant seed, but it's not anything I've ever seen on Timber Hearth before. And trust me, I was quite the explorer back in the day. Do you think it's extraterrestrial? Kind of looks like something that might have come off Dark Bramble. Whatever it is, it put down roots in a hurry. I don't like the look of this thing, Hatchling, and that's a fact. I think I'll send Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner rather than later. No one can remove an unwanted plant faster than a tree keeper can. I have to get a look at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anybody up to hacking a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea what's lurking inside there. Tuff can help me haul the old scout launcher over here. Obviously, the opening's too small for someone to fit inside. Anyway, I'm not going to blindly stick my hand in anything that looks unpleasant as he does. It's a good way to lose an arm or two. But you know what I can do? It is going. Holy shit. That's where Outer Wilds, you clever fucking game. You clever fucking game. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to play another video game again because now I've been spoiled. I cannot believe this. It's all connected. A seed from Dark Bramble crashed here and I was already taking root. Tickite wants to use a scout launcher to get a look at what's inside. My signal scope picks up harmonica music when I aim it at the seed. I launch my little scout inside. Somehow the seed is much bigger on the inside. It leads to Feldspar's camp. Good gracious. What a bewildering little experience this game is. Dark Bramble. What a perfect game. I think that there's something very interesting about this game design-wise, that I want to talk about for a brief moment while we head to Dark Bramble. I think it's very easy to claim that some games are difficult or rely on trial and error. And I think that that's normally a negative, trial and error. Not just something that I personally believe about some games, but I think it's something that's easy to criticize gaming in general for, trial and error. However, can I land on the quantum moon? As long as I'm still staring at it, can I land on it? It's gone. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to take my ship with me this go round because, as I previously stated, I'm not planning on getting back in this episode. But so trial and error, I think we can all normally agree is a bad thing. However, not here. And I'll give you one particular reason as to why. Because it's the point. You can't criticize something being bad in a game when it's the point. The point of this game is trial and error. Is that the only way? Yeah. The point of this game is trial and error. Therefore, yep, it's right over there. Therefore, as opposed to a game like Like a game like this, or a game like Portal, I think it's justified to have trial and error. Because they're puzzle games. It's in their nature. Like, the point of this game is to solve puzzles, to figure out where to go next, to figure out what the next big gimmick is, to figure out what the point of each planet is, that sort of stuff. I think that's the point, and since that's the point, having trial and error is justified. Having trial and error in a game like Call of Duty, less so, because the point is not to solve puzzles. The point is to go shoot people. So the moment you have anything that really impedes with that is the moment that you sort of start to give your player a negative experience. Because you're impeding on the natural, the one, every game has one desire. Every game has one objective. Portal is solve puzzles. Mario Kart is to drive. This game is to explore. Therefore, I think the trial and error is okay, because it's a part of the exploration. The moment that you start to have anything that impedes that exploration, damn it! I know what that noise was, and it's coming for me. No! 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 Damn it. How much time is left in the episode? There's enough time for us to go back and actually get that distress signal. I refuse to have it ripped from my hands. That close. Boy, am I glad I did not take that, the whatchamacallit. The core. Because boy howdy would I be upset. Okay, last thing we're going to do in this episode is we've done basically everything, all of my last goals. We have done basically everything. We have gotten to the center of Giant's Deep, to the core. We have found that mysterious room with all of those Nomai statues. We have seen what this mysterious Ash Twin project is. And we've made it to the red dot, the vessel at the center of Dark Bramble. We have achieved almost every single one of our goals. Starting all the way back. Doesn't it feel odd? It feels interesting if you think back to how this all started. Trying to avoid the sun. It all started with us wanting to be astronauts and going to our moon, saying hello to some of our friends there, playing some instruments with them, seeing what happens next. And now look how far we've come. We're venturing to an unknown planet on the outskirts of our galaxy that can manipulate time and space as we know it in order to save not just our galaxy, not just ourselves, but everyone we know. I think this game gets more and more interesting the more you think about it. Just because of the amount of self-sacrifice that's involved. It's not something you typically see in a game unless you're like a superhero. And I love it because of that. It's not just self-sacrifice for the point of surviving. It's also self-sacrifice for the point of science, which is something that I hold, whoopsie, very near and dear to my heart. That concept of science, concept of exploration, and the concept of bettering the world. I think this very quickly is becoming one of my favorite games of all time. Bingo. Gotta slow yourself down. Keep on heading. Keep on keeping on. Wait for that gorgeous music to kick in. The other thing is, I think depending on what angle we come at, like what side of the core we enter from, determines like where... I mean, it obviously determines what direction we enter it from, so it's going to determine like what angle we hit it with, where we see things, what's around every corner, that sort of stuff. Which I think is really interesting, is really fun. A fun, interesting way to go about something that's already an interesting way of exploring things. This might be one of the most unique games I've ever played. Without a doubt, one of the most special games I've ever played. And one very much like Undertale that I will constantly be recommending to people for years and years to come on the basis of go in knowing absolutely nothing. I do find it very special that I played two very experiential games almost back to back within the same year. It's something that I feel very gracious for the opportunity to get to play them. Not just for the basic act of getting to record them, but the basic act of getting to play them in general, because it means that I have the time. It means that I have the resources. It means that I have the... This is not a game that you can just hand to anyone and that they will like. This is also not a game you can hand to anyone and that they will understand. Like, a lot of games have lives, but I don't know of any game I've played that approaches any sort of life or death thing at all like this. So I don't know. Do I think this game is for everyone? No. Do I wish everyone loved this game? Yes. Do I think everyone should try it? Abso-fucking-lutely. Holy shit. That's the third escape pod. Holy shit, I found the last escape pod. Holy shit. I don't even know. Bingo. I can go in through... Yep, I can go in through here. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but the pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or, more probably, await rescue. Sekka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. This game Holy shit. Three minutes oxygen remaining. Okay. There's a new problem. Our equipment in detecting two distinct vessels is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel. But it is impossible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time... We're nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone, and we will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the two beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. So that's where the red lights come from. Escape pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching escape pod 3. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Navigation error, life support error, propulsion error. What's that last one at the bottom? Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Warning, do not exit pod. What does this say? Emergency escape hatch. Why was this not activated? Okay. So. A lot of important information gained. Another absolutely buck wild episode of Outer Wilds. And another absolutely buck wild experience in what is very quickly becoming one of my favorite games in recent memory. And in the next episode, we're going to attempt to end it all. To save our universe, and to reach the eye at the center. So, on that note, thank you everybody for watching. Like the video if you like the video, share the video if you'd like to share the video, subscribe if you'd like to as well. That would really help me out. I have been Jacob, and you have been wonderful. Just the best co-pilots I could ask for on this journey. And this has been Outer Wilds. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you, Space Cowboys.